Okay, so now I'm thinking of talking about watches. So here's the watch I'm currently wearing. So wrist check, as they call it in the watch community, I guess. So yeah, um, can you guess what this is? Before I say, it's a Doxa Sub 200. Let me just adjust the focus there. Doxa Sub 200 Swiss-made diver's watch, and yeah, in aquamarine. One of my favorite watches. At the moment, I've only got two watches, so I had a 50-50 odds of picking a favorite. But I used to have like 8 or 9 watches. So I probably got into watch. Well, I think I've always been into watches. When I was a kid, I used to have a Casio calculator watch. I remember using it to cheat in maths in primary school. And then my dad got me a Casio remote control watch, and I could literally control TVs. I felt like I had unbelievable power. And yeah, so my dad was into his watches as well. He had a Rado and he had his Seikos. So yeah, I started a bit of a collection. So what watches did I have? I had a Seiko Presage 60s. I think it's called 60s style in stealth black. Really nice watch. I'll try and put up an image in the post processing of this video. I'm just getting used to YouTube, as I'm sure you can all tell. But you got to start somewhere. So these videos are obviously I'm trying my best, but it's going to take a lot of skill and skin in the game, skill development, skin in the game to get good at making YouTube videos. But yeah, so Seiko Presage 60 style, I really like that watch. I didn't like the strap it came with. It looked nice, but I don't think it was very practical. It was a leather NATO strap, and for me, I'm probably in minority opinion, but I'm not really a fan of NATO straps for me personally. So I changed that strap and I put it on something else, which I really liked. I also had a Seiko Dress KX. SRP. What was it? SRP 51 K1, I want to say. So yeah, and I had it with like a black dial and a bit of the gilt on the indices. And yeah, really nice watch actually. I must have paid about 150 for it, and I've sold it for about 150 as well. So I, didn't really lose any money on that really. And it reminds me of one of my what's the word, Grail watches is the Tudor Black Bay 58. So I better write this here because I don't own this and I never have, but I want to. Tudor Black Bay 58, and I would get it in black dial with gilt indices, and it's got a red triangle on the bezel. So yeah, this watch kind of reminded me of that. So what else did I have? Oh yeah, I had a Tissot PRX, a very popular watch. I had it in 40 millimeters, and I went for the green dial. I really like that watch, but the reason I sold it was because, if I'm being honest, I think it was a bit too big for my wrist. Now, wrist sizes are important in watches. You want a watch that fits well. So my wrist is 16 centimeters, about 6.3 inches, I believe, when I last checked the wrist measurement and converted it on Google. So yeah, it didn't really fit well. The Tissot do have a 35 millimeter version, but maybe that would suit me better. But what I really liked about the Tissot PRX was the bracelet, and I think it was better than this bracelet. So this is on my Doxa Sub 200. This is a Beads of Rice based bracelet. I like it. I think I grew to love it, or grew to like it. I didn't really like it at the start. In fact, I've got another strap for this watch, which I've had it on that strap mainly since I've owned it, but I've gone back to the bracelet because I think it's just a bit more classier, elevates it a bit. But yeah, the Tissot PRX, that bracelet was really nice. What I really liked about it is how it reflected in light. So, for example, this artificial light here, this lamp, it would have looked great in there. It looked great in sunlight. It just had like a nice shine to the bracelet. So I highly recommend that watch, and they're quite affordable. I went for the mechanical one as well. So so all these watches are mechanical as well. Quartz, obviously if it's a digital watch, so I used to have a couple G-Shocks. So Casio G-Shock DW5600. I don't think there's anything wrong with quartz watches, but for me, if it's a digital watch, then I like it to be battery powered. But if it's like an analog watch, I want it to be mechanical or automatic. So that's just me. But you never know. Maybe one day I will get like a luxury quartz watch. So what else did I have? So I mentioned my Seiko, Tissot, Casio, G-Shock. Oh yeah. So this was actually my first luxury watch, and it was a quartz watch. So my first ever luxury watch. I just liked the blue dial to it. It was a Raymond Weil Toccata. I don't know if I'm spelling this right. Toccata quartz blue dial. So my first luxury watch, I think I got a new job or something, a promotion. So I wanted to treat myself. I don't know much about watches, so I just went purely based on aesthetics. I sold this watch in the end, maybe last year. But yeah, nice watch, really nice dress watch. I wore it on formal occasions. I couldn't get a bracelet to fit perfectly. Like this one, I'd say fits perfectly. It's not too tight, but it's snug and it's not moving. But on that one, the watch used to like go all the way down. So yeah, that was a nice watch. And what else did I have? Oh yes, I had an Orient Bambino, and this, let me tell you, I think it was 38.5 millimeters. This was perfectly sized on my wrist. Okay, so I really liked how this fit, and it was in a cream dial, and I really missed this watch. I think for the money, I must have paid about 180, 190 for it, second hand, but in like excellent condition. It was like light new condition. I think it was well worth the money. So this is a watch that punches well above its weight. So yeah, I missed this watch. So I think that's all the watches I had. Okay. So, this is my Grail watch, which hopefully one day I'll be able to afford. My current watches. So obviously the one I'm wearing, Doxa Sub 200 Aquamarine. So yeah, let me talk a bit more about this watch. Okay. So it just comes off like that. Comes off nice, like I said. Fits really well. Okay, so what can we do on this watch? Okay, yeah, focusing in. So you got your bezel, diver's bezel. It's got a nice, satisfying click to it. Unidirectional, so it only goes anti-clockwise. And sometimes I use it as a timer. So, for example, what you're meant to do as a diver is say you want to, time like some amount of oxygen you got in your canister or whatever, right? You line up the arrow here with the minute hands, and then you can see as the minute hand moves forward, you can see how much time has elapsed. So, for example, if it gets to 10 minutes have elapsed, and maybe that's the amount of oxygen I've got. So yeah, but I use it as a timer as well. So like, I need to get something done in 10 minutes. I'll do this if I'm feeling a bit, I'm not fancy, I guess. But yeah, really nice watch. What I really love about this watch is the dial. I think this is what got me. So Doctor's actually famous for their orange dials. So there's a model called the Professional, and I almost bought that one. I was tossing it up like between this one, the Aquamarine one, the Professional, the orange one. And that's kind of like Doxa orange, right? Doxa's like kind of known for having those orange dials because apparently they did some tests, and orange was the most visible color underwater for divers. But yeah, I went for this one. Maybe in the future I'd get another. If I did get another Doxa, I'd probably get an orange dial one. But no, I love this one. I love this color. This aquamarine turquoise. It's just calming to look at. Sometimes I don't know, I just look at a dial and look at it for a bit, and it just helps ground me, and keeps me calm. So yeah, I don't know if other people can relate to that, but that's my reasoning. Okay, so to set the time, it's a screw down crown. You unscrew it. Now it's in position 1. And oh yeah, I must say something about this. This crown's actually a bit faulty, like this mechanism, and I even it's on the warranty. I even messaged Doxa or the Doxa repair people in England, and they said I can send it to them for them to repair it. And I've been a bit lazy, but I probably should, because I can live with it. I mean, other people it might annoy them, but for me, I can live with it for the time being. But anyway, so it's position 1 now, so I can wind it. Oh, actually, I pulled it a bit too far, so it's actually in position 2, so I can change the date now. I'm not going to change it, but I could change the date now. And then position 3, I can change the time now, but I won't change it right now. So it's 8:51. Oh wow. Okay, 8:51 GMT. So I'm going to put it back in position 1 and screw it down. You've got to press at the same time as screwing it, otherwise you're just winding it. So in fact, I'm winding it right now. Okay, I told you the mechanism's a bit faulty. Which, you know, by the way, for a Swiss watch of £1,000, that's not very good quality control, is it? In fact, I think some YouTubers have been doing exposés on watches, haven't they? And, you know, it's probably made in China or something, right? I wouldn't be surprised. But still, good quality, premium watch. You can tell it's got weight to it. And yeah, a watch I'm happy with. So the other watch I've got, and yeah, I could always do a video on that if people wanna see. Okay, but you know, who knows? Who knows if I get some viewers? Okay, you know, I'm not expecting many viewers on this sort of stuff, but hopefully the maths videos pick up, because I do have a lot of knowledge to pass on, and you know, I think I've got the time now in my life to do that. So yeah, hopefully I get some engagement. But yeah, the other watch I've got is what is it called again? Oh yeah, Longines. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's French. Longines Flagship Heritage, and this is a watch I kind of got to replace this one actually. Now, my Orient was actually in cream. I wanted the Longines Flagship Heritage in green. Cream, but I actually went for the black one. But the reason is because I got it second hand, and I got it for about £700, and this watch actually retails at £1,700. So I got a bit of a bargain. So I wasn't really picky about what colour I got. Okay, so yeah. Well, thanks for listening to my incoherent thoughts about watches. So yeah, maybe other watch fans can you know, leave a message. You can always message me on my channel, and yeah, I just want to get to know people, and just let you know I'm just another regular guy, and you know, I've got some hobbies and interests, but also I'm working on making some maths resources and maths videos. Okay, thank you. Bye.